production of various departments is very important. The reprocessing of these waste materials needs to be crushed by crushing machinery. Here's a picture to illustrate this application field, like granite, bluestone, cobblestone, and ironstone. Here is the appearance of the crusher and its geographical environment. You can see the general appearance of the crushing equipment under the mountainous geographical based environment. The next is about its classification. According to the way the crushing force acts, the crusher can be roughly divided into two categories: crusher and grinding machine. They mainly introduce the crusher generally handles large pieces of material and the product size is colossal. According to the crushing method and structural characteristics of the machine, roughly divided into 6 categories: jaw crusher, impact crusher, vertical impact crusher, cone crusher, hammer crusher, and roller crusher. Jaw crusher's chamber is composed of 2 jaw plates, a movable jaw and a static jaw, which simulates the movement of the animal's jaws to complete the material crushing operation. The picture on the right shows the working principle of this crusher. You can clearly see the inner structure. It has 7 features. The first is low noise and less dust. And the second is its crushing ratio is large and the product size is uniform. The next, the structure is simple and the work is reliable. Also, the operating cost is low. And its lubrication system is safe and reliable. The replacement of parts is convenient and the equipment maintenance is simple. Next, the crushing cavity is deep and there is no dead zone, which improves the feeding capacity and output. It is also energy efficient. It can save energy about 50% to 30% system energy. Saving is more than doubled. And the last is its adjustment range of the dischargeable is large, which can meet the requirements of different users. The next is cone crusher. It is suitable for raw materials in metallurgy, construction, road construction, chemistry, and silicate industries. According to different crushing principles and different particle sizes, it is divided into many more models, which are widely used in mining, smelting, building materials, highways, railways, water conservancy, and chemical industries, and many other sectors. It has large crushing ratio, high efficiency, low energy consumption, uniform product size, suitable for medium and fine crushing of various ores and rocks. The picture on the top left, on top right is the appearance, and another on the bottom right is similar structure and the working condition. This kind of crusher has higher production capacity and better quality. Its downtime is greatly reduced due to the safety device. So next, the machine body is a cast steel structure with reinforcement ribs set at the heavy-duty part. With an adjuster, it can quickly adjust the size of the crushed and discharged material. It can provide spring protecting device. And with a complete lubrication system, it will automatically shut down when the temperature is too high or the flow rate is too slow. And the internal structure has sealing forms, which can effectively protect the equipment from dust and other small particles. The last advantage is its long service life and strong applicability. The next is impact crusher. We can clearly take the picture on the bottom right as a reference to have a deep understanding about its working principle. It's mainly used for metallurgy, chemical industry, building materials, hydropower, and other materials that often require relocation operations, especially for mobile stone operations such as highways, railways, and hydropower projects. It can be based on the type, scale, and size of the raw materials to be processed. The different requirements of the finished materials adopt a variety of configuration forms. There are 4 features. The first is more effective in processing materials with a large amount of moisture and effectively prevents materials from clogging. And the second is it is applicable to a wider range of material hardness. The third is it is convenient and flexible to adjust the discharging particle size, and the adjustment range is wide. Next, the wearing parts are small and the metal utilization rate is high. Next, the replacement of spare parts is simple, and the maintenance cost is correspondingly reduced. Next is hammer crusher. The picture on the bottom right clearly shows the inner structure of this crusher. It is relatively complicated compared with the before ones. Hammer crusher is a kind of equipment for crushing materials in the form of impact. It is divided into 2 types: single rotor and double rotor. It is a one-stage crusher that directly crushes materials with a maximum particle size of 600 to 1,800 milliliters to 25 for below 25 millimeters. The hammer crusher is suitable for crushing medium hard materials, such as limestone, slag, coal, and other materials in cement, chemical, electric power, metallurgy, and other industrial sectors. With its large crushing ratio and high production capacity, it is uniform and there is little overpower phenomenon. Next, low energy consumption per unit product and a simple structure. The equipment is light in weight and easy to operate and maintain. Because of its reliable mechanical structure, high production efficiency, and good applicability. Next is roller crusher. You can draw the conclusion from the picture that it uses 1 pair or 2 pairs of oppositely rotating round rollers to crush materials. The material falls between the two rollers through the upper feeding port of the equipment, and is brought into the gap between the two rollers by friction and is gradually crushed. And the finished material leaks from the lower part. When encountering materials that are too hard to be broken, the rollers automatically retract to increase the gap between the rollers, and the over hard materials fall. With the action of hydraulic cylinders or springs, the roller returns to the original gap, thereby protecting the machine and adjusting the gap between the two rollers, so you can control the maximum particle size of the product. Our commonly used roller crushers have the following advantages: simple structure, convenient maintenance, and low manufacturing cost. It is mainly suitable for coarse and intermediate crushing and intermediate crushing of brittle lump materials in mining, metallurgy, chemical coal, and other industries. Its feed size is large, and the output size is adjustable. Especially in the coal industry, the use of this machine to crush raw coal can be directly crushed. As long as it undergoes iron removal, impurity removal, and low gauge removal, the crushed materials have uniform particle size and low excessive crushing rate, which simplifies the coal preparation process and reduces investment and production costs. Today, only some common classifications are introduced. In actual application, there will be more and more detailed classifications, such as gyratory crusher, compound crusher. And according to different purposes, the parameters of concern are slightly different. Some common ones are inlet size, outlet size, output, power, etc. And price is not the only decisive factor, but to decide the choice according to one's own needs, in order to save time and cost. I hope everyone could get a rough understanding. Welcome my next colleague to show you another one for illustration.
Afternoon, everyone. This is Ting from EB China. Today I will talk about what for the